What to photograph in July 2023. Hello PHOTOPILLERS! In July we'll enjoy the full moon, of course, 5 conjunctions of the moon with Saturn, Jupiter, Mercury, Venus and Mars, the Delta Aquariids Meteor Shower visible from both hemispheres, the Crescent Moon, and of course the Milky Way and the Galactic Center. And as always, don't forget the always on for opportunities and talking about sunrise, sunsets, golden hour, blue hour, star trails. Also, as always, at the end of the video I'm gonna share with you 3 of the best photos that you've submitted to the PhotoPills Awards and that will be featured in July. So let your imagination fly, decide what you want to photograph and use PhotoPills to plan the photo so you can go and capture it. Okay, let's get started. Let's see some of the best photo opportunities that you can capture in July 2023. Let's go. The full moon is on July the 3rd, and as you know, we love photographing the full moon because the moon is such an impressive and powerful compositional element to include in your photos. Every month, a different story. So go to the PhotoPills planner and set the full moon date, and based on the moonrise and moonset directions, plan your moonshot. For instance, let's have a look at the plan I have here. I have the red pin in New York, in Manhattan, and I've planned a full moon aligned with the torch of the Statue of Liberty. And as you see, the moon is going to be pretty big. In brackets, you have on the top panel that the moon size will be 27.2 meters, which is amazing. So the moon is going to be huge. You have the moon size represented on the map here. It's an amazing shot, and this shot occurs, for the people that are in New York, on July the 7th, the 3rd, full moon at 4:49 a.m. You'll get something similar like this photo you see now, but with the Statue of Liberty seen from the side. Truth is that the full moon gives us plenty of great photo opportunities. By the way, if you wish to learn how to plan your moon shots, watch this video. In July, there are 5 cool moon planet conjunctions. On July the 7th, Saturn will be in conjunction with a pretty large moon. The moon phase will be 81%. On July 11th, Jupiter will be in conjunction with the moon, and the moon phase will be 63%. On July 19th, Mercury will be pretty close to a very thin moon. The moon phase will be only 2%. On July 20th, the moon will be in conjunction with Venus, and the moon phase will be 5%. And on July 21st, Mars will be in conjunction with a pretty thin moon too. The moon phase will be 10%. On both hemispheres, you'll find the moon planet conjunctions when the moon is rising or setting. So check the moonrise and moonset directions on the date. And where do you see the moon? The moon is represented by the map, on the map, by this blue line you see here moving. So where you see the moon, there you'll see the planets too. The Delta Aquariids Meteor Shower is peaking on the night that goes from July the 30th to the 31st. And the good news is that the Delta Aquariids is a meteor shower visible from both hemispheres, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. But the peak time and the intensity depend on the location you are, on the shooting spot. For example, from the red pin position here in Menorca, the Delta Aquariids is peaking at 3:52 a.m. and 40 meters per hour are expected at the peak. Not bad. You have this information on the top panel above the map. The only thing is that this year the moon phase will be around 95%, so we'll have to wait until the moon sets to start really enjoying the show of this particular meteor shower. So when the moon will be above the horizon, the moon will wash out most of meteors, but when the moon sets, then is when you start shooting to catch the most meteors. And finally, one more thing, the radiant of the meteor shower is represented by this gray line. The direction of the meteor shower, or the radiant meteor shower, is represented by this gray line that's moving when I change the time. And as you know, the radiant of the meteor shower is that spot in the sky where meteors appear to originate. And if you want to know why the radiant is so important, why do you need to locate the radiant? By the way, you can do it by using the AR button, the night AR button. The night AR button will help you locate where the radiant is of the meteor shower. Here. So this is the radiant point. So I use the night AR to locate the radiant in the sky. But you want to know why the radiant is so important, and you want to know how to plan your meteor shower shots, watch this video. The new moon is on July 17th. July is another fantastic month to photograph the Milky Way and the Galactic Center. In the Northern Hemisphere, it's great to photograph the Milky Way and the Galactic Center when it's forming a beautiful diagonal in the sky and when it's completely vertical in the southwest directions. Here, for example, you have a really nice photo that Antonio Clareda took. Antonio Clareda, the Uncle Tony, the animal of PhotoPills team, took in a Splendid Jill with the Milky Way completely vertical with this beautiful natural arch. And if you want to visualize the position of the Milky Way, just imagine that you're at the wrapping position and use the 90R button to visualize where the Milky Way will be and its position in the sky. Here you have the horizon, Galactic Center, and as you see, the Milky Way is completely vertical in this direction, southwest directions. Okay, let's go to the southern hemisphere. For example, let's go in the southern hemisphere, in New Zealand, South Island, what we can shoot. Here, the Milky Way completely vertical like this. Check that, notice that the core of the Milky Way, the Galactic Center, is super high in the sky in the southern hemisphere, so you can get beautiful verticals of the Milky Way, but also completely low Milky Way arches with the core, the Galactic Center, which is the largest dot on the arch, almost at the center of the arch. Check the 90R and visualize the position of the Milky Way in the sky. Where are you? Galactic Center, here we have it, and the Milky Way arch pretty low in the sky for a beautiful diagonal crossing point with the horizon, Galactic Center, and the second crossing point with the horizon. This is why photographing the Milky Way in the southern hemisphere is so cool, because the Galactic Center, the core of the Milky Way, is so high in the sky. I love it. And by the way, we're preparing a New Zealand expedition for next year to photograph the Milky Way in the South Island. And by the way, if you wish to learn how to plan your Milky Way shots, watch this video. 1 or 2 days before and after the new moon are great days to photograph the moon when it's super thin, 1 or 2% of moon phase. And I also love photographing the Crescent Moon when the moon is super thin. For instance, have a look at this plan here, the red pin. If I'm on July 18th, 2023 at 6:50 a.m. I am at the red pin position here in Calabrasili, where we go during the PhotoPills camp. I'll be able to photograph a pretty thin moon not aligned, next to a Favarich lighthouse. The moon size, you have it in brackets on the top panel, is 10.2 meters, and the moon phase is 0.4%, and the natural light is golden hour. The sun elevation is 3.12 degrees. So a pretty challenging shot because it's golden hour, but the moon is super thin, only 0.4%. So we'll see. But yeah, photographing thin moons with nice subjects is awesome. I invite you to not only photograph the full moon, but also try all the phases of the moon, because you'll get amazing results. And if you wish to learn how to photograph the Crescent Moon, watch this video. And now let's see some of the best photos that you guys have submitted to the PhotoPills Awards and that will be featured in July by the time of recording this video. The first one is a fantastic shot of the strawberry moon in New York, a photo by Nick Massell. The second one is a cool photo of the Milky Way forming a beautiful diagonal in an abandoned spa in Mar del Plata, Argentina, taken by Alejandra Hayes. And the third one is a perfectly aligned sun, the famous Manhattan Hinge phenomenon in New York, a photo taken by the great and always amazing Albert Tan. Fantastic shots, guys. Congratulations. Now, if you wish to learn how to plan and photograph all the events that I have shared in this video, I invite you to download and study well our super detailed astronomical events photography guide. I'm gonna leave a link in the description of this video and in the first comment below. Download it. And as always, if you like this video, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next Wednesday in another video. And remember that you have the power to imagine, plan, and shoot legendary photos. Bye!